Wow, you just compared Trump to God. Clemency is not a godlike capability.
This is for educational and entertainment purposes only.
Hello, and welcome to the Think Tank, where we use critical thinking, deductive reasoning, just a pinch of common sense to draw unbiased and logical conclusions. Today, we're here to discuss pardons, these tools that have been levied in what some would say are complete disarray. Some might say criminally. Now, on the MAGA side, a big argument was that Biden, because they always refer back to Biden to try and utilize his presidency to okay some of the criminal things that are happening now, or some of the terrible things with the economy, they always use Biden. So Biden pre-pardoned his son, which, is that a thing? Can you do that? No, no, you said no.
Oh, yeah, not no. Just his son.
I'm talking
his whole family.
Well, okay, right. But we're going to stick to the fact that he pre-pardoned his son, because that is the thing, that his son might have been in some illicit dealings, and so a pre-pardon would do what? Stop him from prosecuting? When a pardon is supposed to stop a prosecution, there's no such thing as a pre-pardon, right? Well, I mean, I guess he invented it. And now Donald Trump is dealing with the pardon situation. He's pardoned hardcore criminals that have committed felonies. He's pardoned January 6th, some which were criminals, a lot of which have gone back out and committed far worse, heinous crimes. He's pardoned child molesters. He's pardoned people that's put money in his pocket. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people that have put money in his pocket. What a lot of people forgot about was in his first term, he had a thing at the end where he just pardoned anybody who paid him $1 million. And that seems to be the going price for a pardon, unless you're Diddy. That if you're able to put something like $1 million in his pocket, you would get a pardon. Except for the Binance guy, CZ, who invested like $250 million into his company and did a cushy little couple of months in jail and was pardoned. But we're going to talk about this further. I'm going to bring in my co-host, the Honorable Dion Powell, that has quite a bit to say on this subject. Dion.
Hi, family. I'm District Leader Dion Powell here in the Bronx Assertive Party, consultant, community organizer, and friendly neighborhood friend, I guess they were. Sorry, Leader, to cut you off. I couldn't help cut you off in the heat of passion, because I had the same discussion the other day that, oh yeah, by the way,
Biden derangement syndrome?
Biden didn't just pre-pardon his son. He pre-pardoned his family, his brother, his sister-in-law. There's a whole list you have to find. It's not going to be easy, family, but you can find it out there. And let me see. Here it is. His brother, James Biden, his sister-in-law, Sarah Jones Biden, his sister, Barry Biden Owens, his brother-in-law, James T. Owens, and his younger brother, Francis Biden. Now, why would he have to pre-pardon not just his son, but all those siblings as well, and other family members from
Would you like the answer to that? Man? I will tell you why he had to pre-pardon him. It is because the MAGA party has something called Biden derangement syndrome.
Now, biting our style. You're biting our style. Trump derangement.
Well, I mean, but in this particular case, the Biden derangement syndrome will support Donald J. Trump in going after people with vindictive prosecution. Now, for those who didn't catch that episode about vindictive prosecution, what that means is that he's going after people and having them indicted just because he don't like them. And this is something that you have to look at the previous episode he's been known for. People have gotten off on it already. It's a big thing. A couple of people, James Comey, Letitia James, people like that. But the reason he pre-pardoned them was because he knew that Donald Trump was promising on the campaign trail vindictive prosecution. So he was protecting his family from Trump going after people in his family just because Trump doesn't like them. Those are the facts.
That makes no sense, Leo, because remember, this pre-pardon situation never happened in American history. in the media
Neither has
saying he
vindictive
falls in.
prosecution at this level. Never.
Yeah, but why would you have to pre-pardon people? That makes no
Because you're
sense.
going to go after my family just because they're related to me, because you're
This is
coming
not a
after
third
me.
world country.
But that's what he's been doing, and you're in support of it. You're in support of. We had an episode where you was like, "Oh well, they did it to Trump." So you're in support of vindictive prosecution. So if somebody in support of vindictive prosecution, how do you say that that Biden? Why are we talking about Biden? Because the Biden derangement syndrome. Listen, okay, let's talk about the other pardons. Henry Quasar of San Antonio was indicted
Right.
for bribery and pardoned, but is still running as a Democrat. Do you know who Henry Quasar is?
Yeah, the former congressman. Now that was something that, the president is going to have to tighten up on because he was pissed off that he did run as a Democrat after being released. The
It
same can
almost
be
sounds like a
said.
quid pro pro. Almost. I pardon you, you switch sides. Is that what the deal was supposed to be? That Trump got so angered at that his illegal quid pro pro wasn't accepted?
Well, that is the definition of quid pro quo, but it has to be more direct than that.
What? How could
Meaning
it be
that
more
they have
direct
to.
than I give you something, you give me something in return? How is it more direct than that?
No, well, the thing is, just like the legal system, you would have to prove that him and Trump had this agreement. Other than that, quid pro quo can be indirect, if at all, in which he could have pardoned him just to pardon him, and that was it. Or he pardoned
But he
him
went on social
thinking,
media. But he went on social media mad because the quid pro pro wasn't done. He literally admitted on social media that that's what he wanted to do.
I don't know about that. All I know is that he
But I'm
said
telling you,
that
that's what it
he's mad.
was.
Well, he's upset. Yes, I got to see that one because from what I've seen from the president, he's mad that this guy is running for office again as a Democrat. And he's like, hey, wait a minute. A Republican freed you. You're going back to the same swamp of Democrats and pushing the same agenda. What the hell is wrong with this guy? It's gonna probably get him landed in jail. So that's the way I took it, unless you can show or prove us otherwise. But yes, I don't know
So how
about.
was that not quid pro pro? I don't like, yo, you just said that he expected him to switch parties because he released him from jail. That is like, how do you get more quid pro pro than that? I
Well,
do something for
he
you,
didn't tell
you
the
do
man to
something.
run for re-election. I don't think
He
he
was just
did
mad
that.
that he didn't.
Right. He was mad that he ran as a Democrat. He's like,
So
what is
then
this
when he
guy doing?
released him, his intention was for that he would release him, that he would be Republican. That's what
Prove
that
it.
was this.
Prove that. You have to prove that. It's a lot of
Well, he's mad
innuendo
that
in the theory. The president didn't do that. He just pardoned him.
he pardoned
So
him and then got mad when he didn't switch.
no,
So
no,
I
no.
did
He
this for you
ran
and
for
you ain't do this for me. All right,
office.
I got you, son.
No,
I did
no.
that for you and you ain't do that for me. Yo, I got you, God.
Well, guess what? He did not run as a Republican, but the president didn't put him up to it. That has to be proven. That's the point. You're making people think that Trump did quid pro quo. He's mad that he's running as a Democrat. That's what I saw. I didn't see him say that he told him to run as a Republican. You see what I'm saying? And that's the fact.
Well, here's the pro quo portion of it. You ready?
Yes, let's
You
go.
ready? He exploded on social media because this man did not do what he wanted after he pardoned him. It's real simple. I pardoned
What did
you
he
and
want
you
him to
didn't.
do? He
I
didn't
pardoned
say
you.
that.
He what?
Show me where Trump said that I pardoned him for the specific purpose of running for office as a Republican. That's what I want to see. That's what the viewers should be able to see. Because right now, a lot of people are putting a lot of words in Trump's mouth with the assumption that the public will believe this is something that he would say because that's his style. Sure, it makes sense, but the man never said it. Never said it.
What he did say was I pardoned him, and he went back to the Democrats. I'm mad he's not running for a Republican.
Okay.
So what that means is undeniably he expected the man to become Republican because he pardoned him. Is that not true?
He expected him to become a Republican. That's a possibility, but to pardon
That's what
him
he
with,
said.
okay, that makes sense. If when Trump pardons Democrats, but then they become Republican, that makes sense because that should be natural. That'd be a good thing. But
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
if you look at his history, it seems that if you bend the knee to him or do something for him, that he's good with it. Look at CZ and Binance. The man puts $500 million, or what was it, hundreds of millions of dollars into his company. That man got let free. Who else? Juan Orlando Hernandez. What is that guy? From Honduras, right? Right. What did he expect from him? Oh, he expected that freeing him would swing Honduras right and he would gain support from Honduras. Is that not what was expected?
Well, that's what I thought. And right now, the
And that's what
Honduras,
everybody, including Trump, thought?
I don't know about that. Well, let's just say gained favor with the Conservative Party of Honduras. Now, the Conservative Party of
Wait, stop.
Honduras,
Hold up. So he freed him because he wanted to gain favor. Is that quid pro quo?
yes, and that's part of
Okay, so
politics.
there you have it. So this is an established history that's what he expects. Quid pro quo. Am I correct?
That's what politics is about. But okay.
Okay, so he did it then, but you think he's not doing it now? When he's doing it now is to try and, what did they use the term? Consolidate power. He's trying to put more people on the MAGA team in Congress, and he's mad because he's losing a seat and he can't afford to lose the seat if he wants to hold on. Because he was caught on a hot mic talking about how much they're losing this week. You know that, right?
Okay, that one was new to me, so I haven't really looked into that one.
We'll won't even do it then. But he does seem to be self-aware when the cameras are off that he's not doing so well. Almost like Puffy, same thing. Exact same thing in the Puffy documentary. We're
Okay,
losing it.
yeah.
Exact same thing. So if he realizes that he's losing, or even if he doesn't, which obviously he does if he's so mad about the fact that he's lost a Congress seat, and you got congressmen talking about retiring, he lost Marjorie Taylor Greene, and he's losing others. They're not supporting Trump. They're not afraid of him anymore. Having him behind you doesn't guarantee a seat, which means he's losing his power because his entire power was, we'll primary you. So he's trying to use the power of the pardon for control, for people to support him, for quid pro quo purposes. Is that not, and you're saying, well, that's politics as usual, but the complaints you had about Biden was that he pre-pardoned people. And I'm saying, quite logically, that Trump went after people with vindictive prosecution. He went after people. He went after people. And Biden protected his family because Trump was promising to go after people, and he did. And he did. And the court of law looked at the cases where Trump was doing it and said that's exactly what he did. That would mean that Biden was correct because the courts, even Supreme Court justices or federal judges that are MAGA, said this is vindictive prosecution. If even MAGA judges are like that, then that means Biden was right and that he had to protect his family. But that aside, with that aside, Trump is using the power not to protect people, but to gain favor so that he can keep power. He did it with Honduras. He did it with oh, I got the list, right? He did it with Henry Caesar for San Antonio. Because that's the big one now, right? That's what he's doing. That's how he uses the power of the pardon. Am I correct? Am I incorrect?
No, it would appear so. He's using the power of the pardon to consolidate power. It makes sense.
Oh, and do you think that it's a legal?
The pardon is something discretionary. It doesn't matter. It's like granting mercy and grace, like God. So, do I think pre-pardon's
I
illegal?
think more like
I don't think
clemency. I
pre-pardon's
don't know if
illegal, but there you go.
Wow, you just compared Trump to God. Clemency is not a God-like capability, except for if you're playing a video game. Like it's a power that's granted to someone in a position of power here on earth. It's not a God-like ability.
I question the constitutionality of free pardons. That's my thing. But seeing as though the president's not going to let it rock because of the auto pen, but we're not here to talk about that this morning.
If you're enjoying the content, like, share, subscribe. We're here every Sunday, 9 p.m. You can join the conversations live, give us your opinion, tell us what you think. Dion, any closing statements?
We are the media, and now so are you. So please afford to pay attention and spread the word.
This is Leon Dion signing out.